All right, so we're just hanging out here and talking about complexity of failure. And so what were you guys sharing with me? Something about a math approach to this?
So there's a branch of mathematics called nonlinear dynamics and chaos. And
Sounds like my house. Right?
What a fundamental tenet is that there are too many variables that are coupled and paired together that you can't actually find a solution. There isn't one solution. And so what it comes down to is the system will trend towards an area. And so what that means is that in a traditional relationship, you can say that a minor change here will have a definite output.
Right.
But in a nonlinear system, because the variables are coupled, a very, very small change in like x will result to a massive change. And so when you have a bunch of variables, what you have is a trend. And so you can see that as it comes down towards a point, you reach the area. But if you have a minute change in the overall system, you can depart from that and it'll fail.
Interesting.
And it'll end up going with a red marker all the way up there towards, I don't know, like it could be multiple. So this is a tolerance, right? So it could be success areas. These are all areas where you can succeed. But then the moment you change one of these elements that are all coupled to each other in networks, and I don't know, and you change, let's say one of these from here to here, it just changes its direction. And you reach here.
So it can be end up in a completely different spot, which leads to failure instead of success. But it's the same set of conditions and variables out there. It's how they're coupled. Right? So it's the coupling effect, which is so cool because we talk about this all the time in HOP training and in talking about complexity of failure. And there's actually some kind of math thinking behind this. Nice.
That's it. So this is the tolerance that we want to increase from here to here.
Exactly.
Oh, to make it more.
You can't control these. You have these factors, and these are human dependent, independent. So you can't really control these elements. But what you can control is this tolerance, so that you do not this becomes a success to the failure goes up here.
It becomes harder to have a failure as things couple.
So some of these you can control, some of these you can't. And so those are the different variables that go into your system. And so because they're all coupled, you can't add, and you don't know where they are in the process, because this one might have initial conditions way back here that you can't control. That's outside of your scope, but you could control this one. And as you control these variables, you can expand that failure tolerance so that success is now less dependent on those minute human interactions.
So you expanded your failure tolerance.
Yeah,
I like it.
You can do that.
Cool.
And
even here, what makes sense is, you divide it into categories. Like these will be the human-related errors. These could be
system errors or whatever, right? Design problems, right?
So the system comes up here. So this is where you actually orient the direction. It could be here or here. So the system is what makes the most sense to manage to give you the.
Nice. And so so the more we can get the system, the more robust the system is, more error tolerant the system is, the less likely these things down here are going to send us off on a bad trajectory.
Yeah.
Right? Very cool. So there it is, a little math lesson for all the HOP advocates. Oh, my stupid phone's going out of focus. There we go. Let me get back in post. So I'd like to thank you guys. So I can run the camera. You guys do the math. But thank you guys for taking a minute. I will share this on LinkedIn because we're always looking for ways to kind of explain this way of thinking. So I appreciate you guys letting me hang out with you guys this week. It's been great. All right, there it is, a little math lesson on HOP and complexity of failure.